Hydra from another dimension or another reality. They were trying to bring over the Red Surfer, Crimson Surfer.
Yeah.
We stopped them. Apparently, there are many Nathans.
But two
And
less.
two less Nathans. And I guess we saved the day. We closed the portal. The Crimson Surfer is stuck on the other side. And yeah. Everybody got their powers. Except for Hector. Or did he?
He has a gun, we'll be fine.
Hector's power is he casts gun.
It worked so far. Can say it won't work now.
And we captured the Madame gal, right?
Oh
Madame
yeah, we
Mask.
got her.
And then I killed her.
Madame Mask.
Oh, did you
I
kill
killed
her? Oh, you healed her.
No, I either killed her or you guys took her.
I don't remember.
Pretty sure I killed her.
Sounds about right.
I do remember you talking to her.
Yeah.
Maybe you ate her soul.
No, I'm pretty sure I just straight up killed her.
Okay.
Well, I think it technically ate her soul. Just normally eating her soul will cleanse her of her sins, and I just want to.
And we
Get rid
didn't
of her.
save Captain America.
No.
No. We tried.
Yeah, I think that about covers everything that happened there. And I will say for the most part in this game, when like damage control is going to be taken care of sort of off screen. We're not going to deal with all the minor sort of consequences of like, oh, this building was destroyed, that kind of thing. Like those things are not the superhero's problem. But you did the last we saw damage control had come in to take care of that, what was left of the courtyard of Pranos where that portal had been destroyed, and you all managed to go and get some rest before plan to meet up again with Coulson and discuss joining an actual task force here. As you guys were on a stakeout, but you've instead wound up saving the world and gaining superpowers. So Shield is very much going to be interested in recruiting you permanently. Which Hector, that would be, he has offered you the task force here, as you were the only remaining actual Shield member to have survived all of this. But when we join you all now, we are going to just, as Coulson is kind of giving his speech to get you all to join while you're at the diner, I want to know what was happening over the next week after you guys developed your powers and after you have managed to save the world for the first time.
I think for Hector, it would be a lot of rest and recovery because he is, let me see here, badly injured. Let me see.
Where does he go to rest? Is he actually like
I
in
think he's gonna
hospital for
head.
a few days?
Yeah, he's gonna head to the hospital. Um, would I go back to max health points or?
Yes, over the next few days you all would be able
Okay.
to heal back your full.
Do
But
you have
I will
insurance
also
though?
remind you that your karma resets to the amount of to your rank if you've got the heroic tag.
Nice.
Oh no, maybe it doesn't actually. I think if you're villain, if you don't have the heroic tag, I think it resets. I think if you're heroic, you can hold on to it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the rule. Like,
Yeah. So I think that's probably what happens to Hector. Hospital stay, rest at home, and then meet up at the diner.
okay, we'll just say that you would have spent that time in Metro General Hospital in Hell's Kitchen, which is not too far from the precinct that you were working in. I'm not sure I actually mentioned it because we mentioned it only in the first session, but the police precinct that you guys went to before, I think, was also in Hell's Kitchen. You were mostly in Little Italy, and they may be very far apart, but for this next section, everyone's probably going to end up in Hell's Kitchen or in the surrounding areas.
I think Nathan was probably working with Shield, half the time, and then the other half the time he was. I think he's sort of taken over the lab that he arrived in that was abandoned by Hydra, or no, not Hydra, AIM, and I think he's sort of doing research on himself and messing around with his abilities and just trying to learn everything he can about what's going on with him.
Oh, okay. So do you think he's got his own little like AIM lair here to himself?
Yeah, I think he's. I mean, I don't know about layer, but like that abandoned location that he was trapped in for when he arrived on this Earth, and figure since it's already there and he knows where it is and it hasn't been used in what looked like forever, he figured he'd just sort of move in.
Yeah, so this is something that could be cool to consider as you guys are probably going to have to find a home base. And yeah, so when you take these things into consideration, some of you have got houses and places that you might be able to use. So just bear those in mind when that does come up, because absolutely that is awesome. As I will get a map for that one as well. I actually have something perfect. I just was looking, but I don't have it on Foundry just.
Wait, yeah.
What about the others? We've got Nathan doing some experimenting on himself. Hector's getting some medical attention, and yeah, what about the others? Is I think the lawyers I can imagine will have an easy way into Hell's Kitchen, but if you guys do over the next week or so.
Yeah, Tony knows that although someone who contracted his death was from the other universe and then the Faria, he knows that Sam and Freddy's had a part of it. They set them up to some extent, so he still digs into what he can find, like, to try and find Silvermane and whoever is connected to find answers. I did take the Enduring Constitution, so I can go 2 days without sleep and get edge on fatigue checks and everything related. So he spends most of the time looking for what information he can find. I don't think he takes too many cases at this point.
Yeah,
He's
there's more the other
considered
guy
dead.
doing the work for the next few days.
Yeah, Ante would probably just get himself into his apartment, call Neil and Murdoch, and tell them he needs a vacation because personal matters, and then he would be stuck daily trying to move everything in his apartment, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And at night, he would go around like empty parking lots and try to leave the cars to see what's actually his limit on the weight he can move with his new abilities.
Awesome. What about Nicholas?
Well, he is like going to his home and is like looking over the like it's called like looking in the distance. Notice like it's weird that he can like it's like he can see further than he could before. And starting to like see like okay, what is the thing that he like got? And under like experimentation, which involves a bottle exploding because he put too much energy into it, notice that it's like a little force field, or what you would call like that takes some of the damage. It also seems like his wounds heals a little bit faster. But after getting like the hold of his like things, he noticed that his bullets are better when he just puts a little of that crimson energy into them. But it also reminds him of Captain's laws, and therefore he is training a little bit to like be quicker, to be like, oh, take the bullet, take the shot from this side, take it from this side, and just training so he can basically quickly and yeah. If he had been like better, he could have maybe saved Captain America.
Amazing. So, as all of you spend this next week tapping into your newfound powers and trying to understand them, trying to understand a couple of things, picturing some very much darker scenes for Tony, just with thugs in alleyways, showing them visions of hell, as eventually word starts to get around amongst the criminals that there are some new heroes on the streets, but to make a name for yourself is still going to take a while. How would all of you find yourselves back at the diner to meet up with Coulson? As yeah, about a week later, you get another call from Shield to have that meeting.
Would we have exchanged like phone numbers and stuff throughout the week?
Better yet, have we met throughout the week, except for the Colson meeting?
I don't think Hector is in. Well, maybe like towards the end when he can walk again. He might meet up with everyone. But I don't know. That's up to you guys.
Yeah, I think we will just meet at Colson. I don't think Tony would have anything to say until that point. He's here because he has to, not because he wants to.
Let's get over there as we see you all together again. just real time. Maybe you've sort of in passing seen each other, but we can flash back to those later on as you now um, all arrive at the diner, and you can see that inside Coulson is sitting at a table with two others. But yeah, tell me what you guys do as you arrive at the diner.
I think Hector would like, hey, nice to see you guys. I'm glad you guys are okay. I'm glad you guys decided to uh, work with Shield. I think we did a pretty good job last time, so let the good times roll.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Any way I can help.
How? Well, how does? Okay, you no longer look like Nathan.
Yeah.
That's right. You are Crystal Lund. Okay.
Oh yeah, I meant to actually ask, is that something, because this is just the old token, but is that a permanent transformation, or is that something you can shift?
I think it's a permanent transformation because I took the what was it? I took the
Extreme appearance.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you take extreme appearance and alternate uh and alternate form, I think it's like you can transform, but that's obviously a different kind of story. So
Yeah. No, I think yeah, just that's the way I look now.
All
I've
right.
got some updated art for the rest of you that we can discuss, but you might want to actually get some like super suits or something that Shields would probably be able to help you acquire.
Oh, okay.
So
But
yeah,
I mean, how you want to get your look is up to you.
Go ahead.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess. Um, let's head inside, and we'll all head in. I guess. Whoops.
So as you make your way in, you'll see through the window a very happy looking face of Nani, whose restaurant firm. He steps out to like shake your hands as you walk and just thank you profusely for saving Little Italy and stopping those thugs. As he looks very happy to see you.
Sure. Yeah. No problem, Nanny. It's all part of the job.
Look, you're all welcome at my restaurant whenever I open again. uh, I'll be staying with my sons for a few days, but I'm sure as soon as we're open, you'll be the first to know. We owe you a lot. Not just me, but the whole neighborhood.
That's real nice of you, Nanny. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Kind of shake each of your hands as he then lets you join Coulson at the table, who he seems to have been speaking to. Go sit down at the. Tony, are you joining them in? Oh, I didn't see the gap. So as you all approach the table, you will see Coulson also happily nodding to you, and a man sitting next to him, who some of you may recognize. It's up to you if you would know who Nick Fury
That's
is.
Nick Fury. Oh my god. Oh no.
You see the man himself sitting with his eye patch, just drinking some espresso that he was just drinking with Nani. You can see an extra cup that's still sitting there, but he just looks you all up and down as you're walking in, and he seems to have quite an impressed expression on his face. Coulson just looks up to you all and says, "Oh, good, you all came back. I was wondering if you would. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible bravery and tenacity that all of you showed, despite uh, maybe not being ordered to. You managed to stop this Crimson Surfer, and Shield is eternally grateful to you. I'd like to introduce you all to our director, Director Nick Fury, who he just he kind of greets you all, just a little gesture. Doesn't like shake anyone's hand.
Yeah, Hector is starstruck. Oh my god, Nick Fury.
I've heard good things. From what I hear, you each displayed some qualities that are the very essence of what it means to be a hero. You didn't just fight for yourselves, you fought for the safety of the entire planet. Your actions have saved countless lives, preserved the future of our world. As the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., it would be my honor to welcome you all into our ranks. Bravery hasn't gone unnoticed, and your potential is undeniable. As he kind of looks at all of you to gauge a reaction, see if any of you have just kind of come here to to like debrief, or if any of you look eager to actually continue fighting. Right.
Definitely debrief.
Definitely continue.
Yeah. Me too.
Wilson will say to you, Hector, so have you given any thought to your new task force? Do you think maybe you're going to keep this team together? Seems
Sure
like you
hope
did pretty
so.
well last.
Yeah, we did really well together in Little Italy. I can't wait to see what other great things we do together. I think this is a really good team, and I'm really glad, and I'm hoping we can do a lot of good for the people.
Fury then he does extend a hand across the table and says, "Then welcome to Shield, agents." As Ante, how do you respond to this as you're sitting across from?
We would know who that is, right? He's a public figure, I assume.
No, he is master spy. Get know who he is.
Yeah, well, it depends. Yeah, he is definitely a spy, although you can give me a logic check if you want to see if you do know anything about. However, he does. Oh yeah, public identity.
Okay, so he knows.
He is. Everyone is aware of Nick Fury. You would know though with that check, you would know that Shield is not in the greatest position right now. It's like it's had its ups and downs, but things are not. They're not exactly. The law enforcement, even from what you've already experienced just in the last week or so, law enforcement doesn't really get along with Shield all that well. Hector, you are one of those people that is kind of put in place to try and bridge that gap. But it's still the local cops aren't too happy when Shield has to step in. But it's New York, and there's always some superhero bullshit that Shield needs to come and deal with. So I like to see them as like a necessary evil.
I'll extend my hand to shake his hand and just think, yep, I still need to confirm it with my employee. Not employee, what the fuck? With my
Law
boss.
firm.
Yeah,
Lawyer.
with my boss, but I'll do what I can in order to help the innocent.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that, Mr. Horvat. We will find reasons for you to be able to leave work early when something comes up, and you'll be able to keep your jobs. If anyone's worried about dedicating their whole life to being a field agent, you don't need to worry. That is not something that we would just ask of some random strangers, but there is a responsibility that comes with having powers like we've heard you do. And I'm sure you will all come to realize that in time, and we'd rather you were realizing that on our side and not in the hands of, well, and he kind of looks at Tony and says, we don't want the criminals getting their hands on you before you've really gotten a chance to know how much you can help people.
I'm helping, all right. You can ask Auntie right here.
We believe that. Unfortunately, there's still, as much as we would love to help, there are those who would also see us taken down, and perhaps you know that better than most, Mr. Grimalo. There are going to be targets on your backs, especially now that there seem to be forces of Hydra infiltrating this planet. You may have stopped the first wave, but we believe that there have been other portals, and that the Earth that portal linked to is an Earth where Hydra is in control. If you would be willing, we would greatly appreciate any of your help in continuing the investigation into this and stopping Hydra before they can take over this world as well.
Well, you have my help at least until I found out the one who took the shot to kill me.
We are looking into that, and perhaps you'd like what we found. And Fury will pull a small folder off of the seat next to him and slide it across the table to you, Tony, as he just says, but I will only give you this in exchange for a promise that you're not going to turn against us. We've known a couple of spirits of vengeance, and not all of them have always been good guys.
Well, don't give me a reason to.
I mean, if he turns bad, we can just get rid of him as well.
You can get rid
Paulson
of
and
me,
Fury
but
look at each
not
other
of the,
with this
but
like,
not of the spirit. It always comes back.
Just like Hector.
They thought about that about Thanos, but if he was capable of being eradicated, who said the spirit can't?
you might have to get in line. From what we've heard, you took a little something from our friend Dr. Strange. he would like that back very much.
For me,
Yeah, he's looking at you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, he's upset by it, but we've asked him to give you a chance. I won't pressure you for it now, but I would suggest getting what belongs to the doctor back to him. He and his wife are not exactly keen on uh, demons stealing their things.
Well, you can start by saying what I took. Maybe I can help return it because I don't think I've met the guy. Been to his house. Well, he's a known hero, but that's about it.
You hear somewhere in the back of your mind, Tony, like there is someone standing right behind you, and it sounds like it might just be coming from the TV behind you, but you hear this demonic laughter as it's I don't know how often you've encountered it yet, but you can hear that spirit of vengeance just uh, laughing from somewhere within.
I just like turn back to look at the TV and then back at the party. Like looking behind me to see if I can spot the voice, but it's in my head.
No, you will actually, when you turn and look at the TV, you will see uh, that there is just it's like there's just static on the TV when you look at it behind you, and it just for a second it seems like it's like tuning into a different channel, and that is footage of the hellscape that you were in before. There is there are these subtle little nods that something is not right in this diner as you're looking around, but it's a feeling that you've kind of been dealing with over the last week. Everywhere you go, there's this uneasy, like there's some darkness hiding around here. There's something terrible has happened here, and like you turn and look on the other side, you see the waitress that's just leaning on the countertop. She seems bored out of her mind, but it's like you can feel the evil thoughts every that she is having about every customer she doesn't like. Just you can kind of hear the bitching happening in the back of her head that she would never say out loud, but there's just that overwhelming feeling of sin here in this city, and it is uncomfortable to say the least. But there is a folder on the table, and Fury has offered it. If you help them, Shield will help you.
Well, I said what I said. As long as you keep your part, I'll keep mine.
He will flip the folder open, and Nicholas, I'd like you to please make a logic check with an edge as he flicks it open, and you see crime scene photos of a what looks like an apartment or like a hotel room, and you can tell that this is the room that the sniper fired from. These are like crime scene photos of where your assassin was when he fired. And Nicholas, as the sniper yourself, and with your like enhanced senses now, you suddenly you can tell exactly the trajectory that where he must have been standing. You can see like where the bullet cases are. It all just makes sense to you as you're looking down at this. And there are in these notes, yeah, Magnus, you you are very quickly able to determine that the person who fired this shot was definitely a trained, like trained combatant. They must have some sort of military background, but you recognize the shell casings as belonging to a certain crime syndicate. I'm looking up the thing, but yeah, you can see that this is full of information about where the assassin was taking place, and basically everything they have on who may have fired the shot.
I'll see what I can gather from this.
Yeah, that's what it was. You can see that there is evidence here, Nicholas, that you remember from from being in the military and from maybe you've done some mercenary work since then. There's like those kinds of circles I'm sure you are familiar with in New York, and you would know that the although you guys have established this was someone dressed like a Hydra agent, and it would make total sense that they are a Hydra agent, you can tell that the person who fired this shot was using techniques that are often taught at the Taskmaster Technical School for Criminals. There are some trademark there's some trademark signs here that this was someone that was trained by Taskmaster, someone that may have been part of the Skeleton Crew, I believe that's what they.
Clearly, whoever wanted to off Tony clearly didn't spare any expenses. Those guys, well, the person who trains them is at least. Oof, they're good. So I wonder how good a person trained by them will be.
You know what? I'll say because you actually got a fantastic success on that one, I'll let you do one more logic check, Nicholas, just to see. It's very hard to give you information without just giving you like a name, because there's so many things that would be so easily recognizable in the Marvel universe. Okay, with a 14, yeah, you know that when you're thinking the connections between Hydra and like you're pretty sure that the Crimson Surfer, that could have, like, if that was Hydra's world, that may have actually been Red Skull in some alternate universe. And as you are putting the dots together, you realize that there is a good chance this was a man by the name of Brock Rumbo, that you know is an assassin around town that is commonly known as Crossbones. He's a hired killer that has often worked for the Red Skull and Hydra, and he has got a lot of assassin cronies that have probably tried to hire you at some point. That's what you know. That there's a good chance this was Crossbones or one of his assassins.
Do you know something, Nicholas? Want to share with the class?
Well, the person, like, considering. Considering all the evidence that is here and what has happened, I think the one that may have, shall we say, done the hit was a person known as Crossbone. Ooh.
The rest of you can also give a logic check if you want to try and see if you know anything about Crossbones, but I'll let
Did
you
he?
rely on meta knowledge if you want.
Let's see if he came up in Shield School.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he did come up in Shield School, and he made a presentation at school about it. Okay.
Tony
In
opened up.
fact, he definitely would, and Tony, it makes total sense that you would know him as well, because during the first superhuman civil war, Rumlow successfully pulled off the Red Skull's plot to assassinate Captain America. Having seen a Captain America die so recently, you know that Rumlow was the first person to temporarily put the first Avenger out of commission. Sorry, wasn't the first person. I just read first Avenger. I got confused. But he temporarily was able to put Captain America down during the first superhuman civil war, and you would know that he is loyal to no one but his longtime girlfriend, the Red Skull's daughter, a woman by the name of Sin.
So you were lagging out a lot during the last sentence. You said loyal to no one?
Loyal to no one but his longtime girlfriend, the Red Skull's daughter, Sin.
Sin?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's great. Match made in heaven.
Fury says to Nicholas, he says, I'm impressed. I'm glad we'll be having you on our side as well. We also think it may have something to do with Crossbones, as Sin has recently been stirring up some trouble on the other side of the city. We've got some of the other local heroes working on it, but we believe that what the Avengers are dealing with is all connected to her and her plans. We think it's all connected. This seems like a massive Hydra plot, and while obviously the Avengers are dealing with the bigger threats, we're going to need a task force to have boots on the ground to see what else is cropping up around Manhattan. And who knows, maybe you'll have some friends that can help you out. We'll see who's available.
All right. Well, so I guess our first order of business is to look into this Sin character. That was her name, right?
Oh, don't worry about that. That's what the Avengers are looking into at the moment. We need you
Oh,
to stick around here and see what's cropping up. So I'm just gonna find here. Yeah. Well, Shield will give you orders as soon as you need them, but for now, it'll be up to you to actually set this team up. If everyone's on board, and maybe find a place to operate out of. We need to keep an eye out for Hydra, and there's a good chance that they're not finished in these neighborhoods.
all right. So get a headquarters and look out for Hydra. All right, we can do that.
I might be able to help on the headquarters part.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, when I arrived here, I arrived at like an old AIM facility that looked like it's been abandoned for a long time.
Okay. Could definitely refurbish it.
It also means they might know of its existence. And if something pops up, they will know someone is there.
Possible, but like I said, it looks like it's potentially been forgotten about, or at least it hasn't been in use for quite a long time.
Well, maybe we can take a look at it, see if there's enough room for all of us. Maybe look into who owns the building. Maybe it's up for sale. Who knows?
Coulson says, sounds like a plan. Shield can help you secure it if you need, but in terms of who owns the building, a lot of the old AIM places are, I'm sure, in the database that you would have access to, Mr. Horvat. I'm not sure if you're familiar with property law, but maybe you can help with that.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I don't think it's gonna be too big of a problem. How are we gonna go and check this place out?
Yeah, well, we should go check it out. Where is it located?
I can show you guys.
Okay.
As Fury and Coulson wish you luck and welcome you to Shield, or whether that be permanently or temporarily, you are all now officially agents of Shield, and you will be able to call on them when needed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Before you
Coulson
go,
will say.
yeah.
Coulson will also say, and while you're looking at the place, a team name never hurts, you know. Now that you're with Shield, code names are generally the way things go, unless you just want to go by Agent Coulson, you know, something like that, something cool. Give it some thought.
Cool.
All right, team name, code names. Before you go, Agent Coulson, what about uniforms?
I'll stick with the suit. Thank you very much.
Okay.
We'll have our people work up some designs, maybe something that suits your own individual talents.
Nice. Okay.
Come by Shield when you, well, come by Shield. I suppose we'll send you a location. you can come to pick something up. But is there anything in particular that maybe you'd be looking for? As it seems like at least one of you is already dressed for the part. He looks at Nathan, who doesn't have much choice in them.
Yeah. Yeah. You can call me Paradox.
All right.
I believe the Fantastic Four is off-world at the moment, but if you need it, Ben Grimm runs a therapy session once a month for people who can't transform back. Just not that you need it, just saying the
Right.
options available.
I appreciate that. I haven't. It hasn't really sunk in too much yet. I've been so focused on these new abilities and what's been going on with everybody else.
We do like to do what we can to ease the transition. A lot of the criminals that run around with superpowers, they developed powers and freaked out and ended up turning to the life of crime. So if there's anything you need, don't be afraid to call, and we will do what we can to make sure none of you are ever put in that position.
Right.
Nicholas, Ante, Tony, you guys got any ideas for code names?
I'm thinking Devil's Advocate.
Okay. Paradox, Devil's Advocate.
You can call me Silencer.
Silencer. All right.
I would have thought you were called unconscious.
Fuck off.
Hammerhead is taken. So
Wait a second. So we have to assassinate Hammerhead now, so he can be Hammerhead the Second, or
Yep.
Hammerhead Junior.
Take his name. Yep.
yeah, that's another Magia boss. Easier said than done.
Relax. Can't be anything the red shot can't handle.
All right. Red shot. Looks like we all got code names.
Agent.
Agent.
What about yours?
I can't think of one right now, so Hector works for right now. I'm sure it'll come up in time.
Right. Well, I mean, Agent Hector Silver's got a nice ring to it. Coulson says he clearly likes his own naming scheme. But you let us know, and yeah, good luck. I'm sure we'll see you again soon. As
Yep.
Coulson and Fury sort of will shake each of your hands and get up to leave.
Whoa. That was so cool. We got to meet Nick Fury. Wow. Crossbones was your assassin? Wow.
Yeah, real fever dream.
I'm surprised it's not another Nathan.
I mean, yeah.
Oh wait a second.
There's been a bunch of Nathans, so.
Wait a second. Is Crossbone actually another Nathan?
Oh my god.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
So is Nathan gonna take everyone to check out his?
My digs. Yeah.
Better not be the Ted Night Cave.
Good God, no. Show went too far. It was possible, but they. As for now, we're gonna bring you. I'll bring you over to this map, which I feel like is accurate, but it may be after Nicholas moves some stuff in. Let's see. So yeah, some of the place will probably need to be cleared out to expand it and really get into all the tech that AIM left behind. But for now, we will use this.
Ooh. Is it just this floor? Is there like an upstairs or a downstairs?
We'll say for now the rest is this. There is much more to this building, but the rest is kind of in disrepair and would need to be cleared out and repaired. But this building would be big enough for you to technically sort of expand into a larger base and create some rooms of your own. And I think it would be cool if we could like actually make something custom. But this would
Yeah,
be
cool.
the only room that you have clear for now.
Yeah, this definitely works.
Yeah, it's definitely abandoned.
We'll just have to like. Well, we'll have to get rights to the building. We should probably work on that. But this is promising. I can see it. So, what do you guys think about a group name?
Haven't remotely crossed my mind.
Yeah, never even thought about it.
Yeah, we'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
What we could call it.
The Crimson Executioners.
You haven't killed them. So we're here to refurnish the place or
Yeah, I guess we could do some refurnishing.
look out for crossbones.
No, what do you guys want to do?
I vote crossbones. We are a team, so put it up to a vote.
Yeah, I mean, we can always come back and fix the place up.
Yeah, we need to get. Yeah, we need to get the whole building legality situated.
Okay, so I will say that yeah, this is why we were supposed to end the session with meeting with Colson and that, because now as you guys have kind of looked into this, we're not going to play it moment by moment, but we'll go sort of into the next week as you guys have now, you are settling in and learning your powers. You start to to clear this place out. Maybe some of you are moving some things in and making it more of a team base, but you do still have your homes that you can go to, and finding crossbones is definitely going to take some work, some researching. So you have got you've got an internet connection and a computer here at the base. We'll say that you have technically, Nathan, like you'll have access to enough salvage lab equipment that your feature would kick in here if you're trying to do some experimentation.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll take until I'm able to to make new maps until you can actually build out the place.
Ante, what was your character's name again? Real quick.
Silencer.
Silencer.
It's not silencer, it's silencer, but it's read like silencer.
Like PSY.
PSY, yeah, Lancer.
Ah.
It's not like silencer, like silence.
Oh, I think I misspelled.
Yeah, the other thing is getting like a sort of superhero outfit. I've got, as I said, I've got a bunch of art, but I don't know if you guys would prefer to generate. Some of you are already good to go.
Yeah, the one that you did for me looks great. I will take that one.
Same.
Oh, you, which?
Da-da-da.
Yeah, I've done a lot more. So we may do that during the week because it's already getting a bit late. Sorry, but
Where
we can say that it's over this next kind of week that you are able to procure such a thing, and I can update yours for the other. Yeah, I'll send some pictures for you guys to choose from if there's anything better than the stuff we've already. Yeah, sorry. I'm running 2 steps behind on this game. I swear I'm a better DM than this. It will get smoother. we are just in these opening stages.
Made too hard on yourself, sir.
Agreed.
No, the thing is, it's like I've got all this stuff, but it's not all. I haven't managed to put it all into Foundry, so it's like I can't access it all. But it's like I've done it. I've done it. I'm gonna send here some options for Silencer, which I really like, but I don't know. What do you think? Discord, let's see. You can get stuff from Shield. There's also, I mean, those aren't even anymore.
It looks so sassy in the first picture.
Yeah, that. I was. I interpreted it as him throwing things telekinetically, but yeah, you're right. He's like,
Die, bitch! Oh, that's so sick. Oh god.
could give him something more. But anyway, yeah, I've got. I'm not going to send this all now. We'll send one of Nathan of Paradox that I just thought was too.
Look.
Okay, I'll send some things to you guys during the week, and then we can discuss if anyone wants to update their. For now, you guys we'll be able to spend some time here at the base, and if you, I don't know, if you want to discuss what everyone's abilities are or anything like that before you actually get into any action, but then we can go into the next couple of days, as I'm sure Ante's probably going to need someone to go back to work at some point, maybe, or there are still there's the whole of Hell's Kitchen basically that you can explore now, but it is up to you if you just be in the base, because we're going to say that that is where this lair is located as well, or if you are maybe trying to find the rights to get that, which you could do through Nelson and Murdoch to try and purchase the building, though you would need some money to do that. Which, to that point, currency and loot and stuff is not a thing in this game. So essentially what that means is that we are going to, that's all kind of flavor based. The chances that you as heroes are going to be like bribing cops or something is low, but if money does come into play, it's going to be up to your character. And like, I know at least one of you is rich and one of you is poor, but if you go and say, I'm going to pay off a mob boss and just offer them a bunch of money, you may gain the poor tag for spending all your money. That's a kind of flavorful thing. So it's up to you guys how you want to interpret that. But yeah, to get the rights to this building and to be able to construct here is probably going to need some cash.
Yeah, Hector's got cash. I think I was kind of hoping maybe Shield could buy the building and I would do the renovations. But
Yeah, they can definitely. I mean, you are part of Shield now, so if you think that's how the arrangement would work, it's kind of up to you. We're not going to get too deep into the mechanics of the legal, who owns the deed to the building and whatnot. But
yeah,
yeah, you could claim this place as like a Shield base, and that's under your control.
excellent. Okay. Yeah, and so Hector would pay for the renovations and for the expansion. Shield owns the building. Great. Where is it located? Is it located in Little Italy? Is it located in Hell's Kitchen?
In Hell's Kitchen, yeah.
It's located in Hell's Kitchen. Awesome. Oh, good. So we have a base of operations of where we want to, like, cover the area we want to cover. Okay. So I guess for Hector it would just be renovations and trying to find crossbones and looking over Hell's Kitchen.
Okay. So as you guys start looking into those kinds of things, you can make a logic check or a vigilance check to describe to me how you're trying to look into finding crossbones, and yeah, if you're doing that, like if you're trying to do something technically, like like if you're trying to search online for things, if you're hacking the system, or if you're out there on the street, like doing police work.
Can I use my criminal connections to try and find something?
Yeah, you absolutely can. You can. So are you going to go and have another brush with the Magia?
Yeah,
Interrogate
ask
more.
around. maybe not have to interrogate immediately. Maybe some are more lenient. But if it comes to it, maybe.
So are you going in as Tony or as the devil's
I'm
advocate?
going. I'll start as Tony and see what I can get
Okay.
as Tony. It says here, target number of an ego check when I use the criminal connections. If it's a logic, then I roll logic.
No, an ego works there. Ego and logic are kind of, they can be sort of interchangeable depending on how you're approaching them.
Let me make sure I don't have any advantages on it, or any edges on it.
Well, I have investigation. I get edge.
I'm not bringing in shield agent with me. To a
Yeah, that
criminal
might be a
infested
little.
spot.
Yeah, that might be a little weird. Yeah. Hi, criminal contacts. Here's my police officer friend.
I mean, before you go, should we maybe explain what powers each of us have to each other so we can actually know
Yeah,
what
I
can
totally
be?
forgot about that.
Well, you can float, you have a gun, you have a bigger gun, and you are made of 3 Nathans, and I have the spirit of vengeance.
I also do something. It's not just a gun.
But I do it better.
His is bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger is better.
And it's also longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mike.
So there's like, was that a
Fucking
rat?
innuendos.
Yeah.
Was that a
Yeah.
rat that just? Okay, so when Hector sees the rat, he's gonna shoot a beam at the rat,
Yeah.
and he's gonna
That's
say,
not
"I
bad.
can do that."
It's not very heroic.
As you can,
Uh,
as you shoot the brat, I'm
oh,
gonna
there's
use
another
my
one. Oh my god.
I'm gonna use my powers in order to deflect your laser beam from the rat.
Okay.
What's your laser beam like? Was it from a gun or is it from your eyes or what was?
Oh, it's from his hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. It is an energy burst. Let me see here. There's one that's called burst, and then the other one is called blast.
Nice.
Yeah, that, I mean, those mechanics, like I think a couple of you have got bursts or beams or those kinds of things, but is there anything in particular that goes up for Hector? Like, is there any particular downside to this power as well? I think that's something that we also need to explore. Is maybe you don't have to reveal that to everyone else what your weakness is, but most of these powers usually come with some kind of downside.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
I mean, you can think more on that now. Like, you don't have to come up
yeah,
with
I
the.
don't know if I
Huh.
want to reveal that just yet.
No, that's fine. But like, what you said, it's coming from your hands. But is
Yeah.
there is it a particular color or anything like that?
Oh,
Or is
yes, I was getting to that. I was gonna say it's like this greenish blue beam of energy. Um, so yeah, it's just kind of like this. It's kind of got this green and bluish tint to it. See if I can find a picture.
Overblue?
I'll see if I can send one of the ones I made because. But yeah, send it through. And what does the barrier look like that Silencer puts up?
It's basically like almost non-visible. You can just barely see like the small traces of like continuous hexagons around him.
Translucent? Maybe?
It,
It's called?
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I could do that too.
Look at you already bonding.
We're gonna be best friends.
You can
Yeah,
say
the
that
four of
twice.
you. The three Nathans and the lawyer.
Oops.
Come on, you're gonna be good with us as well, right, Tony? You don't want us to have to hunt you down.
Well, at this point, if you hunt me down, you're just killing an innocent man.
Okay, so something like that.
Nice.
What the fuck?
It's for some of the
Is this for Tony? I mean, not Tony. Oh, for heaven's sake! Is this for
Hector.
for Hector?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
let me get it.
I've got a lot more here. There's yeah, the one with the gun was in the other thing. Yeah, I think I've got that one on. Yeah, I was just trying to make more like comic book style version.
Yeah, if you can make like a comic book style version of this one, maybe
Maybe,
with like
yeah.
the blue and green beam.
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I'll
can
try.
I take this one for the regular picture? Oh,
Yeah, I think these tokens are having two character sheets is gonna try and find a workaround for that so that we can just switch. Yeah, these are some
Anyway,
of the frames I've used, like for the comics that
that looks good. That looks good. I like that. That one and the first one.
yeah, I will update the I don't know why the other sheet didn't show up properly. Yeah, I'll try and update the art for next time and we can discuss that during the
Hmm. Oh. Oh no, right. We're Tony is talking to his criminal contacts. That's right.
Okay, yes. So Tony, you sorry, you made an ego check there. Very good
Yep.
ego check. So as you ask around, you would know that you would find out that Silvermane has gone even deeper into hiding after all the drama, but you have managed to also, in stopping Madame Mask, you've also managed to stop a potential turf war, and there have been a lot of there's been a lot of talk about uh, who is owning all of these buildings around Little Italy, and there's a lot of property going up for sale all over the place. It seems like there is still some activity, um, but you don't find anything about Crossbones other than there is another, there is someone else that was killed that does not work for the Magia, but one of Kingpin's lawyers was also it disappeared under mysterious circumstances, and no one really looked into it because uh, it was like a criminal lawyer, and he was probably not as good-hearted as you. But you would know that one of Kingpin's lawyers has disappeared suspiciously, and there is a case that Nelson and Murdoch are working on that Matt Murdoch himself is looking into that case as he believes that it was uh, someone involved with one of his sort of criminal organizations. He would have to talk to Matt Murdoch, but the people that you speak to in the Magia, they've just heard these kinds of rumors, and it doesn't seem like anyone in the Magia hired.
So the lawyer, Kingpin's lawyer that died, he's somehow connected to Crossbones, his killer. That's what I'm getting.
No, they think that Crossbones, whoever assassinated you, has also tried to assassinate some of Kingpin's lawyers. It looks like, and from what you can tell, it was involved with these Hydra agents. You don't know, the assassin could have been from the other side of that portal. It could be someone around here now, but as soon as they take off that Hydra uniform, they'll very quickly blend in. So it's tough to find.
Okay.
So yeah, at this point, your best bet is kind of as Tony is talking to Nelson and Murdoch and seeing about the case that they're looking into, that they may have some information, but it looks like the Crossbones trail has gone pretty cold for now, and you'll have to look into more of these Hydra goons, and that the Magia doesn't seem to know much more.
Okay.
Hector would. I'd like to roll vigilance, and he's gonna use investigation, and he's just gonna go around Hell's Kitchen, seeing what people know. Like, have you heard of Crossbones? That sort of thing. Just try to like get information on all the crime that's going on in the neighborhood.
Okay, so actually at this point, can you guys see the staircase there that leads to Hell's Kitchen?
We see a staircase, but not the button that says to Hell's Kitchen.
Is it this one right here?
Yeah. Is there? So there's no button.
There is no button. That's the question, no.
Oh, is it this one up here?
Yeah, but there is no button at the moment that we can see. At least I can see.
But those stairs are going up, not down, right?
No button. Yeah.
Or it could lead up and outside.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah, there's no button.
No button. No. Okay. Well, I don't know why they're not showing up, but I'm gonna click on it anyway, as you guys can actually head out into Hell's Kitchen. Hopefully that'll show up next time.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
So this is obviously your scale on the map is
Much smaller.
not accurate. But the map is to scale. Yeah, so you can still measure for your speed. Some of you can like fly and stuff like that, but others, this we may use this if you're jumping or if you're just moving across. But as you head out into Hell's Kitchen, you can don't worry too much about the places that are marked. So those are just some landmarks around here, but you can position yourselves around Hell's Kitchen where you think you might be investigating. Some of these places have got other maps that you can explore. Others I haven't finished setting up the maps for, but yeah, you are all doing your investigations. So where might
Let's head over to the police precinct. I know we're not best friends, but maybe they can tell me something.
yeah, you've still got some friends there. There's definitely like you were working with them before, so you know some of the people that you were introduced to in the last.
Okay. Oh, is this a door? It is. Whoa.
Yeah, you guys can
Oh, I'm here. I'm back here again.
you guys can also go there into Nelson and Murdoch. You should be able to see.
Hold it.
Yeah, I didn't want to do anything, like move anything just
Yeah,
yet before you say something.
just for future reference, do just let me know before you step through one of those staircases, because often that's leading to another map, so it might be a different scene. But yeah, you can go to those places. For now, so we
How
have
do I get out?
there should be a staircase to leave again, like on the street, but it looks like the lawyers are headed to Nelson and Murdoch, and Nathan and Hector are going to the police station. So, what is Nicholas doing as he goes to a park?
What he's doing, he's looking for the homeless because usually people doesn't pay much attention to the homeless. So they may hear something that is like, okay, usually you wouldn't talk about it to like when there's shall we say non-homeless people, but this case, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good move. You can also make a logic or an ego check to try and speak with some of the people that you are finding around the park there. We'll say as I'm not sure how familiar anyone is with Hell's Kitchen. Obviously, most of us are not. But from I know Hell's Kitchen very much from like Daredevil comics, but the book here does make it very clear that it's kind of up to us what kind of Hell's Kitchen we're using here, because Hell's Kitchen today is quite a like gentrified, like fancy place to live, as far as I understand. And whereas in the old Daredevil comics, it was like Gotham, because
shithole,
that was yeah.
In the
So it
series
has
as well, I
undergone.
think it was not a
I think
good place to
we'll
live.
sort of keep it closer to what it is today. There's sort of in that there's a lot of like immigrants and things that came over here, and it's got this history of being a very like crime-ridden area, but it is getting a lot better, and there are a lot fancier places going up all around. There are some pretty like it's a pretty trendy place to be, but there is as vibrant as its nightlife and that can be, there's still quite the criminal underbelly, and you would all know that this is the man without fear's stomping ground, that Daredevil patrols these streets.
Okay. Oh, so we might run into him then. Okay. Cool.
It's my boss.
Would you know that though?
I
I'm not sure if Daredevil is a public figure.
True, actually.
Yeah, I don't think he is. He's
Pretty
not.
sure he's not.
Like he's more well known like amongst like other superheroes probably know his identity. You know, it's not like Spider-Man barely ever reveals his identity to anyone.
Like
But he's
the
definitely
Defenders probably know. Like Jessica Jones, Luke Cage.
yeah, and like She-Hulk. I mean, when you guys first saw when you met Matt Murdock, he was busy talking to Jennifer Walters, who you know that they work together, and you may know that they're closer than just colleagues, Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters. However, you wouldn't be aware that he is dead. As far as you know, he's a blind lawyer. There's no way he could be Daredevil. He has got the secret identity.
That's crazy. No way. It's Daredevil. He's blind.
Who would have thought?
Oh, on that point, we will join the two lawyers as as we go to Nelson and Murdoch and see what you guys are up to. As oh wait, did Nicholas make it? You guys can head into the building. Oh, he failed. So um, we'll get to what you aren't really able to find in a minute. But maybe you find some good food. As I don't know, never mind. Ah, God, my brain. Okay, so the two of you enter this tall office building where Nelson and Murdoch is on the top floor of this building. You know, there's a couple of other businesses here, but there are elevators in the middle of the building that will take you right up to the top. And are you guys arriving at the same time, or are you here separately?
If he went there immediately, then I'm probably going to show up a bit later. If I'm
Yeah.
asking around and then figuring out they have something about it and he went there immediately, yeah, I think I'll be there a bit late.
Yeah, I'd probably go first there. In order to find if there's any records of Burlow that I know of. Or I can find out.
Sorry, records of what?
Of the Burlow dude. The Burlow dude. Rumlow. Not Burlow. Holy shit. It's
Crossbones.
Rumlow. Yeah, it's Rumlow, not Burlow. Holy, I'm dumb.
So if you head through the doors directly in front of you, there is this whole office block is explorable.
Holy.
But if you go into the lifts, they are on the third floor.
There's sound effects. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
The old school elevators that you need to move the.
The bar or whatever.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to move the cage, but the door is it's a hell of a old building.
This is amazing.
Are you still moving around, Zenny?
What do you mean?
I can hear the elevator noise again and again.
I just closed
Yeah.
the door.
He's gone up to the top floor there. As you'd see, this office worker that's over here is the secretary that on the left hand side of this floor there is Nelson and Murdoch, and you would know that one of these offices, if you were to get the job, it would be yours.
Moving the party token there.
Yeah, I'd go up to the front desk secretary and just, is the boss here?
Oh yes, they're here. I hope you
Good.
enjoyed your holiday.
Somewhat, yeah. Do they have a moment? Can I go in? I have some
They're
things
both-
to discuss with them.
They're both free at the moment. You remember which is which? Yes,
Yeah, of course.
Mr. Nelson on the left and Mr. Murdoch top right.
Thank you. I'll knock on the door.
Hear Foggy's voice saying, "Yeah, yeah, come in." Oh, look who it is. Was wondering if we'd ever actually see you again.
Oh, I had to come up. Good day to you as well. How you been doing?
Ah, not too bad. Things have been a little bit chaotic, but we've got a few new cases that we're working on. If you'd be interested in helping us out with those. Apparently, that guy you went to go and talk to, the Italian guy, what's his name, Ingelis, he said you helped him out with his restaurant problem.
Oh, yeah. He had a bit of an issue, but we handled it. I guess it's been a long week, but yeah, I'm definitely ready to get back to do some work and hopefully solidify my job.
Well, he's put in a good word for you. I think that's gotten Matt in a good mood. He's been asking when you'd be coming back. No, I think maybe you impressed him at the trial, even though it didn't go our way.
I mean, with the amount of shit that they pulled, I don't know if anybody could have won in that case. But hey, we'll get him next time. I actually won't. He's dead, but
Oh, didn't you hear?
what?
Apparently, Tony Grimalo, he survived. He apparently made a full recovery. There was a statement on the news. I mean, I thought we'd watched a guy die.
And you can say that twice. I met the guy as well. I didn't actually believe when I saw him in flesh, but it's for sure him.
Oh wait, you saw him? Oh, okay. Well, guess I'm the last to know everything.
I just it happened. Like a lot of things happened. The, yeah, just a bunch of shit, crazy shit. I'll explain to you later, I guess. I'll probably have to. But yeah, he's alive. He's kicking. Hopefully, we'll hear from him soon and see if he can change his ways of not defending the criminals. I mean, we're supposed to be good guys, but I guess not everyone of us is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a dangerous group of people to work for, the Magia. Maybe we should offer him a job here instead of letting him keep kicking our asses.
That's actually not a bad idea. I don't know if Mr. Morlock would agree, though. But who knows?
Well, what can I help you with? You
Yeah, I'm just interested
Yeah.
in some cases. I'm interested to get back into the work. I've been stressing myself for no reason, and I think it would be a good idea for me to go back, just to keep myself occupied. And I also have like some of the things I want to find out about as well, about certain people, but we'll see.
Well, there has been an interesting case. One of the lawyers for Kingpin was shot in a sort of similar way. Some people think he's just disappeared, but Matt seems to be convinced that he was assassinated. So why don't you go talk to him? Maybe he can put you on the case, and you can, I don't know,
You think
take a
there's
second
connection?
shot.
You think there's connection between what happened to Tony and the other lawyer? Is someone targeting us for no reason?
I don't know. Those you know, those criminal organizations always getting themselves into trouble. I hope people aren't targeting lawyers, but I guess it's possible.
Well, I guess I
All the
better
more
go
reason.
and talk to the Matt, I guess. And I certainly hope that one day, you know, I can get my name up there. That's what I've been dreaming since I was little. So, look, I can make you proud.
Well, let's see if we can get your name on the door first.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get up and I'll shake his hand and I'll start moving.
Yeah, you would know that Matt's office is, sorry, top left actually. It was top right from his perspective. But yeah, you'd see as you walk past these other offices, you can see that there are office spaces that would, there are no names on the doors. And, you know, these are the offices they are hiring to fill.
I just ponder for a moment, like contemplating seeing my name on the door as a junior partner first and then later senior partner and whatnot. And I
While
stop
you're standing
daydreaming.
out there, like while you're standing there, having that moment outside Matt's office, he just says from inside, "Come in, Mr. Horvath."
Fuck it. I say that thing to myself. I wouldn't say it out loud. Uh, how the hell did you know that?
Heard you coming down the hall.
That's some
Be
impressive
surprised.
hearing.
The walls are thinner than they look. I heard you had quite the escapade the other night.
You could say that twice, I guess. Depending on how, uh, depending on what you heard.
Well, I heard from a friend of mine at Shield that a certain young lawyer had been throwing things around with his mind. You care to tell me what that's all about?
Well, one thing led to another. It happened, and I met some strange individuals from Shield, and yeah, I think I just got blasted with something. I can't remember really the technical term. But yeah, when I woke up, I literally could have moved things with my mind, I guess. Also myself as well. But I guess that's not really anything out of the ordinary. But I'm still trying to figure out what the hell it is. Hoping I can use these newfound abilities for the good.
Well, I like to hear that. I can't say it's ordinary, but I just hope you know that you'll be welcome here either way. In fact, this may work in your favor. As you know, Miss Walters runs a superhero division out of LA, but she's hoping to branch out here into New York, and apparently she's spending too much on airfare to keep Reed Richards out of court. So, if you would be interested, it would be good to have a superhero person on the team taking care of those kinds of cases.
I mean, I'm currently
Howard. Meant to imply
entangled
that
with
you
the
both
shield, but I definitely try to help at any point, anyhow I can. You can probably ask my newfound teammates as well to help if need be. Some of them are pretty fucking insane, I'd say.
So you've already got a team. That's good to know. Well, just know that you will have flexible working hours here as long as you need them. And I'd like to welcome you to the team, Mr. Hobart.
And his eyes would light up right now, and like he'd have this giant fucking grin, but he'd soon just like try to control it. So I know that he knows that he's blind, but he'd try to compose himself, even though his heartbeat would be going like 180 BPM.
Yeah, he stood up and extended a hand to shake yours, but is just waiting for your response as you're kind of going through all of that. And you have no idea that he can hear your heartbeat. He's just, from your perspective, it's just you leaving a blind man hanging.
And I'd be like, I'd be honored to be part of the team, and I'd shake his hand, and I'd be like grinning like a small little fucking kid.
As well.
Well-
Let's try and get some evidence for the next one, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a bit easier than the last time, considering I can do some stuff now. Of course, everything legally. And I heard you had an interesting case as well. Nelson told me about the lawyer murderer again.
Yes, in fact, I'm glad that you've accepted because that will be your first case. And he's going to just push what was already sitting on his desk towards you, and you can see that it is an open file full of the information that they have on this current case, and an investigation into who this person is, who the assassin was, and you'll see that there is an investigation. He also seems to think that it was Crossbone. However, the first page that you will see is an image of Crossbones, like a mugshot, and that, according to the record that you're looking at, he's been in prison for the last 6 years.
What the fuck? I mean-
Meanwhile, yeah, while you are looking over at that, I, Tony, you were downstairs. Are you going to be heading upstairs at this?
Yeah, I would ask the office worker where is their office.
Yeah, she would point you to say third floor. You can take the stairs or the elevators just through there.
Thank you very much. I'll head up the elevator.
You see the guy behind the desk. He looks up to greet you, and you see his eyes go wide, like he's just seen a ghost. And he goes, "Oh, Mr. Grimaldo. Hello, sir.
Good morning. I have a meeting with what's his name? Hobart? Horvat? Yeah.
Oh, he's just in Mr. Murdoch's office at the moment. You're welcome to wait." Kind of gestures to the seats, but you can hear faintly in the background that. I suppose, yeah, you probably can't hear them. Sorry, you're not the one with enhanced the sense.
Surely he'll Let me speak with him now. It shouldn't take long. Besides, Mr. Murdoch himself may have something to add to the matter.
Glad to see you looking better, sir. And this guy clearly saw you die on TV, but is watching you just peering around the corner as you make your way up the.
Thank you. I'll just head towards the office. Yeah, I'll walk there and knock on the door. I might be a lawyer for the Maji, but I'm not a non-mannered man.
What a brute.
Yeah.
Matt will kind of just say to Dick, is there someone there that we should be worried about?
I
You
don't
can
think
see
so.
Tony through the window there.
Oh, I can see him.
think you should be able
Okay, now I can see him. No, he's acquaintance of both of us, I guess. He's also on part of the team that I'm on, I guess. I don't know what he's doing here, but I'm sure he'll appreciate as well all the information. But you know him well. And he was across my first attempt at court. I'll gesture him. Yeah, I'll gesture Tony to come in with like a hand.
You see Matt looks confused at this, but Tony, you can see him through the window there, waving.
You'll say anything except the guy that died on TV. Oh, just the two people I was looking for. You'll close the door after him.
Tony, I'm sure you know who Mr. Murdoch is.
Yeah. How could I not?
Can't say I ever expected you to be stepping back into my office, Mr. Grimalo, but I'm glad to see that you're able. Welcome back from the dead.
The news always exaggerate everything. What can I say?
Guess the devil didn't want you after all.
Yeah. Much harder to catch than you think.
What brings you here?
Well, as odd as it sounds, I am looking into my own murder. And the word around the block that you are the guy that I have to speak to.
I hear you've struck up a team with Mr. Horvat here. How that works, I'm still not exactly sure, but perhaps he would be able to help you. There is a rather similar case that may be connected, and who knows, both of you may be targets now. If that is the case, then of course we'll need to find you some protection, but from what I hear, it sounds like S.H.I.E.L.D. may have your backs already.
Yeah, to an extent they do.
The good guardians. Yeah. You're working on a case of allegedly disappearing kingpin lawyer.
How do you know that?
Well, if I didn't know I wouldn't be a good lawyer, would I?
guess you wouldn't. And I'll slide him the. Oh, actually, I won't. I'll just keep the 5. Yeah, but apparently our guy has been in prison for the last 6 years. Unless he found a way to teleport or be in 2 places at once, I don't see how he's capable of doing this.
Well, the word in the streets says that whoever the lawyer didn't disappear. It's an assassination attempt, same as the one that was made against me. So if he's in prison, maybe copycat or an underling.
This one was not quite as public as yours, as your murder, Mr. Grimalo. This, it seems, they tried to take more care in making it get swept under the rug. However, I do believe that whoever was targeting you has been targeting other lawyers as well. And if Mr. Rumlow is behind bars, he could be hiring outside help.
I guess we should probably pay him a visit first to see if he knows anything.
He's in a rather high security facility. I would perhaps suggest seeing if S.H.I.E.L.D. knows anything first, but if it comes down to it, I'm sure he would take, and as he's mid-sentence, you will hear an explosion going off in the distance as you hear an explosion and then screaming. As you both, you can hear it's, you may be able to see where the commotion is coming from the window as you are on a higher floor.
I'll immediately go to the window and try to see if I can see anything.
I thought Hell's Kitchen was safer now.
Is it like a big boom, or is it like building, or is it like street explosion, restaurant explosion, or something? Or we can't see enough. We can just see commotion.
Yeah, you see a cloud of smoke billowing up into the sky, and when you turn around, Mac Murdoch is gone, and you are both standing alone in his office.
What the fuck did he go? Huh?
Pretty fast for a blind guy.
That doesn't matter. We should probably go and see what the hell that is. We'll go in, I'll grab the file, and I'll start rushing out. Actually, screw that. He's gonna think about it, and then he's gonna be like, fuck that. He's gonna open the window, and he's gonna levitate down the floor. No, he's actually gonna check if there's anybody outside that can see him. And if there's no one, he'll levitate to the floor.
Yeah, there's definitely people. You've
Yes.
got you're in an office building, so to go down another floor, you would be going past the entire office, like past all the windows where there's loads of office workers there, and it is daytime in New York.
Yes.
But there's also the if you went the other way, you'd be going up to the roof. So yeah, I'll let you guys sort of move yourselves there where you want to go, but we will go cut over to those of you who were at the police station.
Yeah, quick
As-
question: is we switch? Is it in Hell's Kitchen? The explosion?
Yes.
Son of a bitch! Can't get a day off.
Yeah, the explosion, you can see that the smoke is coming from somewhere to the south, But to actually pinpoint where the building is, you would have to go and check it out. You guys don't really know Hell's Kitchen quite well enough yet to immediately know where that had come from. But you know that it's to the south of Nelson and Murdoch. The
Okay.
However, just a block away is the Midtown North Police Precinct, where Hector and Nathan, you guys are at. Again, when that explosion goes off, that's probably where you will be. But before that, just rewinding. Oh crap! Sorry, I may have ruined that for Tony and Ante. I don't know where
That's
you guys
fine.
had moved to, but
We were about to leave to this map.
you might be able to actually, if you can probably click on there and get your tokens and bring them back. But as for Hector and Nathan, is there anything you're doing here in the police precinct before that explosion goes off in the last while the lawyers were at Nelson and Red?
I would probably what I want to do at the police precinct is just sort of let them know, like, hey, I'm with Shield. We have we set up nearby. You know, we want to help you guys out in Hell's Kitchen. If you guys need anything, you know, let us know, or let me know. Um, you know, there is we're trying to watch out for uh, Hydra agents, and we're also looking into this guy named Crossbones. I don't know if you guys know anything about him, but you know, basically just extending a hand, saying, "Hey, we're here. We can help out if you need help with anything." And you know why we're here. We're here because we're looking for Crossbones. Maybe they have some information, maybe not, and Hydra agents. So kind of just put them at ease, like, okay, they're here, but they're here for a specific, you know, Shield is here for a specific purpose. So they're not just going to be running around, you know, unchecked.
Okay. Well, you will be able to speak to the detective that you spoke to before, and he would be able to give you a similar file on Crossbones and tell you that what was his name, Marcus Thompson, and he would tell you that this guy, as he says, I don't think Crossbones is your man. He's been locked away for a while. I think we'd have heard if he'd broken out of prison. But
Okay.
some of I should tell you, some of the people we picked up after that night at Pranos, a couple of them were also already in prison. If we brought in one guy who swears he's innocent and realized that his DNA matched another guy in the cell, it's like there's doubles of these people. We've been trying to figure it out, but
Oh, okay. Well, that probably has to do with what happened in Little Italy. I don't know how much you know about this stuff, but I figure I'd let you know. You know, give you a heads up. There was a portal that opened up to another Earth, another version of Earth, and some people might have spilt through. So they are like the other version of the same person that might be in that jail cell. So, you know, they might actually be innocent because they come from a different reality.
of course, you just see him looking like supremely annoyed at like, of course, of course, it was
Yeah.
a whole different reality. Why the fuck do I work in this city? I
It's
suppose
the
that would
typical
explain why.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Difficult to say. Um. Okay. Well, then if it's not our crossbones, maybe the other crossbones from the other Earth made his way through.
Well, look, when it gets to different Earths and things, I think that's beyond my pay grade, and I'm, for one, happy that Shield's working on it. But if you do come back, there's someone else that you should talk to
Yeah.
regarding that. Apparently, the captain said that they're putting together some task force. Russo knows more, but there's a. It's going to be under someone called Incident Commander Siobhan O'Dwyer. So speak to her when you come back, and unless there's been a murder, I hope we never speak to each other again.
Understood. Understood. All right. Well, thank you for the info. We'll get out of here now, and I guess that's when the explosion goes off.
Yeah, I feel like what is happening in the background during that conversation where Paradox is is probably standing face to face with some very confused looking police officers that are like, what the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I'm just I'm just here as a consultant.
Yeah,
See,
if you need anything, detective, as far as learning about alternate Earth stuff, Nathan here's your man.
and then I will say, as you guys are standing there and you get this information, you hear that explosion going off, and you'll see a couple of cops now moving and scattering to go get into police cars as you will hear a report coming in saying that there has been a fire and that there is, I mean, deja vu, but that one of the fire stations is under attack.
Oh no. That's not good.
Sorry, just looking at which one. Yeah, they say Engine 54 on 8th Avenue and West 48th Street.
Sounds about right.
If that means anything. But yeah, Engine 54 is under attack, and you you guys, I guess, would start heading that way. I
Yep.
don't know if you guys are heading that way, but the cops are heading that way, and that is the direction that Ante and Tony are sort of.
Um. Yeah. He's gonna kind of like look to Nathan, and be like, I can also do something else now. And he's gonna up and away.
You're not the only one. And then I blink. I blink up to the like maybe up to the roof of the building, and then keep going, following Hector.
Nice.
Nice. So yeah, I don't know what kind of movement powers you guys have got, but I know with some like certain fly speeds and stuff, like you could get across all of Hell's Kitchen in like 1 or 2 turns. I know She-Hulk could technically jump across.
Yeah, she's got super leap. Yeah.
But yeah, I was just working it out with some of them. Like Quicksilver, I know can run across Hell's Kitchen in 1 turn, but I don't know. You guys probably aren't that quick.
Yeah, I'm definitely not that quick.
You are much faster when out of combat. I'm just not sure how fast. It does say something about non-combat.
Not for me.
Character
I mean,
can
maybe for
fly their combat
flyer.
speed equal to their rank times their run speed. Outside of combat, they can move 3 times their flight speed. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you can work out where you guys are heading to there as we quickly go back to Magnus as you are in and amongst the a couple of homeless people that are here at this park, and none of them seem to know anything of like of use. Um, One of them does, however, tell you that there is they have man, yeah, one of them tells you that you should be careful because there's a wrecking crew in town, and it's like just seems like they're on drugs and they're completely insane, but they're just like, careful, man, there's a wrecking crew in town, they're coming for us all, and he's just stumbling around. But that seems about the most useful information that you get from it before you hear that explosion going on. Nicholas, are you heading towards the sound of trouble as well? Or?
Towards the explosion.
Okay, so how's everyone making their way across the city? What are your guys' various like methods of transportation?
Hector flew.
Yeah, and I did my little teleport blinky thing.
Are you just blinking from rooftop to rooftop?
Yeah. I mean, I can't go very far, so I have to like do a lot of travel, like micro travels.
Yeah, I mean you're going a long way here. You're going over rooftops and buildings. You can see the smoke sort of building up ahead of you. The lawyers, are you guys?
Yeah, with the ability I get it rank 3, I have considered a vehicle to use it with. I was thinking like a bike of some sort.
So do you think Tony has a bike, or
Yeah,
I was like, I thought it was a hallucination for a second, but there's an actual bike racing outside. It's like the timing. So yeah, if is that just how he's been getting around it?
yeah. A lot of traffic, much easier to dodge around.
Hunter would probably try to get on the top of the rooftop and then jump, not jump, but levitate between the roofs so nobody can see him.
Okay, levitating through the alley.
I would have thought Tony had a Segway.
Of course, you have a Segway. He's gonna come driving in, like, oh my god. Oh, I can just imagine, like, a Spirit of
Flames behind the
Vengeance
Segway.
just coming driving on a Segway.
So I thought I could put them together. But yeah, a motorbike can move 30. It has a run speed of 30 essentially.
Okay.
You can just move yourself along the streets like that. We won't worry about the bike too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys all start joining up as you are racing towards the fire station. How is Nathan making this distance? Because you've got quite a bit of ground to cover.
Yeah, I was just thinking like he's basically, teleports or uses his blink like just really fast.
Sorry, I actually
when
meant
he's just-
Nicholas. You did. You did.
Oh, I thought you said Nathan. Sorry, my bad.
No, I did. That was my mistake. I meant Nicholas. But yeah, you're teleporting it across there. But does Nicholas have a method of transportation?
He has his legs.
Okay. Well, Hex is flying above. Nathan's teleporting across it. Nicholas just panting as he like trying to catch up. But it's okay. You don't have to be as close when the fight starts.
Trying to catch a cab.
Yeah, can't afford the cab. Has to get out and walk anyway. Sees a lawyer float over his head through an alleyway.
No.
But as you all eventually make your way to the fire station, we're missing a token still. That's
It's me, but for me, like the entire map went dark.
can you see now?
Yeah, now I can see everything.
Yeah, you've probably got a dual token on Nelson and Murdoch, but we won't worry about that. You guys make your way towards Station 54, Engine 50, and yeah, it takes you a little while to get down there and figure out where this commotion is coming from. And by the time you get down there, you see that there's a police officer standing outside. I'm trying to unlock this. You should be able to actually walk through there.
This looks disabled. If I'm right next to it.
Can you not go through? It is definitely unlocked. I don't know why the staircases do this on this.
Let's
I'll
see.
just
Can
move
I
it.
get in? Can't use stairway. It looks disabled. Meh, meh, meh.
It's not disabled. Works for me. So
I disappeared.
yeah, I think I've brought all of you onto the right map. I'm just trying to activate. Go.
Nice.
Now bring everyone. I might have missed late. No, Nicholas, are you on?
Yes, I'm on the map.
You just hit okay. So yeah, as you guys all walk up, you can see that there has been quite a commotion here as you approach, and you are at the fire department's Engine 54 station, which is on the edge of Hell's Kitchen in Midtown West. It's a small building at the end of a block of businesses, including a coffee shop, a beauty supply store. There's an upper floor preschool, a pain clinic, and a listening library. And the station is about 2 floors with some living quarters upstairs above the two-bay garage. You can see there's quite a few of these doors, and the larger bay holds 2 fire engines, while the smaller one holds an EMS crew and a pickup truck. But there is, it seems like as you arrive here, you can see into the building. You will be able to go in there, but you can see that there's a police officer standing outside, and it looks like the commotion here has just sort of ended by the time you arrive. It's like there was something happened, but when you get here, it seems like everyone is kind of reacting to something that had already happened, and you can see that the 2 big fire engines have got the front cab of the fire engine is just destroyed. It looks like something massive just crushed the front of it, and the smaller EMS truck is lying on its side. You can see this through two of the garage doors that have been ripped off of their frames, and that there's a huge hole in the front of the building, exposing sort of upstairs kitchen to the outdoors. But you guys can actually walk into the building and see that it's full of firefighters there. But if you want to ask anyone questions, there is a police officer standing outside who seems to be he was here when it happened.
Okay. Yeah, Hector will go up to the police officer, be like, "Afternoon, officer. I'm Hector with Shield. What happened? We heard the explosion. We came as soon as we could."
Some crazy woman attacked the fire station. She had a giant like wrecking ball on the end of a chain, and luckily no one was hurt too badly. I believe that she was chased off by the Red Devil.
Okay.
They ran off down that way, and he just points sort of to the southwest, where he says that, yeah, apparently Daredevil chased her.
All right, guys. What do you want to do? Go south. Go after Wrecking Lady.
What was the other option?
I'm not sure what the other option would be.
Okay. Well, then that, I guess that narrows it down.
There's that, I guess.
I mean, you can go
Uh,
into the fire station if you do want to go and talk to like any of the firemen in there, but from what you can see, it looks like the main action has just moved away from this place. That
Yeah, let's go stop people from getting hurt.
Yeah.
okay, you give chase in the direction that this cop has just told you, and yeah, apparently Daredevil heard the cries and did what he needed to ensure no one here was left at risk already by the time you got here. And once he'd assisted them, he was quick to follow the trail of whoever's attacking. Though, as you now start heading in that direction, yeah, you guys can give me a logic check. Anyone who wants to, logic or vigilance
Ooh, vigilance.
or ego, actually, any of the three, ego, vigilance, or logic, to see where they might be headed. Okay, 13, 13, 15, 14. Okay, so yeah, I'll say Hector, you are able to tell that you know that there are a couple of places around here you'd be familiar with. You would know that there are two other fire stations, and where you where he was just pointing seems if she was attacking a fire station and destroying these fire trucks, the direction that you're headed could be towards one of the other fire stations. So it's up to you which way you want to go, but you know that there is Rescue 1 and there is Engine 34.
Okay. All right, guys. We got two fire stations she could potentially be heading to. Do we want to split up and go to both both fire stations, or do we just want to kind of just bet on one?
I don't think it's smart to split up, but
Yeah,
reach its own.
I think we should stay together.
All right. The closest one is Fire Station Rescue 1. We can head there. if she's not there, we'll have to run to engine 34.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, it's another fire station.
And can you get into the?
It still says disabled.
I'll just move over there. I'll move your tokens in. As yeah, you rush across the city, and as you are getting closer and closer, you will notice that there is another cloud of smoke coming from Rescue One. As you're getting closer, it seems like it is also under attack, and that there is a fire there. As we get there, we are going to go onto that.
Holy, I see fire.
Okay, yeah, as you arrive, there is this thick cloud of smoke, and you can see that the building is on fire. In front of the large, the main bay doors, like where the fire trucks are supposed to go out, you can see that there is a garbage truck that has just been wedged into that opening, and the main entrance seems to be on fire. There are flames licking their way up the walls, as you can hear shouting coming from inside, and you can see on one of the upper floors, on the window, you can see there is a fireman trapped upstairs, and he's like knocking on the window, but he seems to be panicking, and he's on the second floor, while you can see through the windows on the bottom floor that there is this thick black smoke, this toxic black smoke that is just filling the building because it's all blocked up there. And yeah, as you are arriving, you can definitely tell that this place has been hit. And the fire is also threatening a smaller apartment building on the west side and a taller tower on the east side. You can hear alarms are blaring, people are screaming, and yeah, it sounds like there are a number of firefighters trapped inside. The truck that is blocking the entrance also looks similarly crushed by some sort of massive weight, and it's crushed all four of the truck's tires, or there's more tires than that actually. And there are gouts of that black toxic smoke spilling out of that entrance.
Right. Well, let's get that garbage truck out of the way.
There are probably people around, right? Like looking at this.
Yeah, there are definitely people out on the streets, but anyone that is in the fire station and stuff will have a token. But yeah, currently you have got some onlookers. So to be fair, there is thick clouds of smoke. It's like people are trying to get away from the fire as well. There's not that many people sticking around to watch it burn.
Well, that's the case. Tony will step forward.
Can I move? Well, I don't know what the. So my telekinetic manipulation doesn't really state like how heavy something can be, or it just
No,
says
but there
object.
will be. Yeah, so they aren't
Can I move?
specific mechanics for how much you can lift, but it's going to be up to a check essentially. So I'll create a target number.
Okay.
So yeah, to lift a truck is a challenging check.
Yeah.
But,
All right. Yeah, I'll try and move it. Like not necessarily like pick it up, but maybe I can just like slide it along the ground
if
sort of thing.
if you're doing that on your own, it will be a TN16 check with your power skill, which I believe is logic. As Tonio, you said you're walking into the
I'll walk
flames.
through
Are
the
you on
fire
foot?
and through the door, and I'll change as I walk through.
Yeah.
Because
Badass.
environmental protection, so the fire
That
will not
door-
harm. Yeah.
That door is like kind of broken, and you will have to break through it. So you can make a melee check to try and break through the door as you try.
Is there like a what is it called? Like a handle or something that I can grab onto as I try to push or pull?
Yeah, it's more damage from the fire that's kind of wedged that it's like the door isn't opening properly. But yeah, it does have a hand.
Yeah, I guess I'll just use the chain and just like smack into it and try to destroy it.
Okay, amazing. So yeah, you can make that check as. Oh, Nathan, that truck
It's
seems
too heavy.
too
It's
heavy to
too
lift.
heavy.
Yeah, what does it look like as you're straining there to try to?
Yeah, I think I sort of reach out and I try and move it, and maybe maybe I don't know. I'm trying so hard I sort of start getting like a little bit of a nosebleed, and it just not doesn't move.
As I see that, I'm gonna try to help him out, if that's all right.
Yeah, and you can make a check now with edge because of Nathan's as you try both to lift.
Oh no!
There it is.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh no, that's fine. I mean, you could have. It was already a success, so you might as well have re-rolled the marble dice. So we'll say that was a fantastic success as the two of you work together. What does it look like as both of your telekinesis comes together to lift this truck out of the way?
As I see him like reaching his hand and trying to get about, I'm gonna try to copy him. I'm gonna stand next to him. I'm gonna reach out my hand as well. I'm just gonna lift it up and start slowly because we're not like be the monsters, and just start slowly putting it to the side. Holy shit!
I smack the door.
You're
It's the
trying
six-
hard.
It evaporates.
I smacked the door.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Tony
figure out
just-
how to add the extra damage because it's supposed to be a +1 weapon, the chain. But
Yeah.
for now, yeah, just it's not a weapon. It's giving me just the elemental chain
Check it.
ability.
Yeah, but it's because that's just a melee check. You took mighty, didn't you?
I didn't take mighty, no, because it gives me +1, so it will not give. I just added mighty for myself to try and make it work for this attack, but it didn't seem like it did. But it's not.
Did I mean it multiplied it by 4 there?
Yeah, because I got a crit.
Oh no, but it was already the it does have I put it on the chain thing. Put it on the chain power, so it does.
Okay, so instead I just make an attack without wasting the focus when I make a
Yeah.
melee attack. Okay, got it.
Yeah, you just make because it affects the melee multiplier there.
I just wasted another marble. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so actually, as the other two lift this truck out of the way and place it to the side, you'll see that black smoke billowing out of there, and you now have created a way to get into the fire station. There are still flames licking up the walls, but as the Devil's Advocate steps through those flames and inside, you'll hear the screaming from that one panicking police officer coming from the balcony up above you. You can see it kind of opens up just above you, and there is a second floor with like some. It looks like a sort of area where they would sit and relax. Like there's some couches and stuff up there, but you can tell that the stairwell is on fire, and the guy that's trapped above is trapped on this little balcony area, and seems to be panicking.
Okay. Can I go fly up and bring him down?
Yeah, the Tony's walked straight through the fire there, so how are you going to get through those flames, or are you
No. Well,
just
I'd
going up?
imagine the guy is on the outside, right? Or is he inside the building?
No, he's on the inside. He's like on the inside. You can see him from the outside through the window on the second floor. So you
Oh,
could
okay.
go up to him by the windows, but
Yeah.
Tony can see him from the bottom floor. He's just above.
The strong fireman to the top right.
Okay, so then Hector's gonna fly up and smash through the second story window and see if he can't save that guy.
Where is Hector's token? Are you
I
on this
have no idea. It's been black for me this entire time.
Oh,
one? Oh, if
Say
if
something.
it is like that, you must tell me. That means you. I can put. So okay, you arrived,
Hey, I'm here now.
but I'm going to actually move your token. Sorry, 1 second, because if you're flying up to the window,
Yeah.
you would fly up to him here. This is what you're
Okay.
seeing. You scroll up a bit, you're on the second floor there, and you're at the second floor window. You can see Tony down below as well, but you can also see the flames behind this panicking firefighter.
Okay, yeah, let's smash open the window and let's get that guy out of there.
Okay, do you give him some indication that you're going to smash the window? He just sees you flying up.
nope.
Is he like pounding on the window?
Yeah,
He is? Okay. Yeah, Hector's gonna give him a sign that he's gonna punch the window out.
he kind of looks nervously at the fire, and then he will run for cover. Tony can also see him, just hear him kind of running on the floorboards up. He moves away from the window. How are you gonna?
Alright, and now I'm gonna blast the window out with one of my fancy energy blasts. Which one is it? Is it energy burst? Yeah, energy burst. Right. It doesn't cost anything. It's instant. Plow.
Or 12 is just enough, as
Yeah.
you blast through the window, and I will move you through because the wall's gonna. But yeah, you smash open that window. Are you flying inside? Or are you
Yes,
just
flying inside. Yep. I'm flying
okay?
inside.
Yeah,
Hey, let's go. Windows open.
as you fly in, it is full of this thick black smoke, and I will need you to make a resilience check. TN 14, as you fly into this cloud of smoke, and you start looking for this other fire. But while you're doing that, what are the rest down below?
I'm just gonna try to do something, but he's gonna be very careful. He's gonna try to go near the fire and see if his telekinetic protection helps.
So there's an ability that's called environmental protection that would help you. So I don't think
Okay.
like you could create a barrier for yourself to move through the fire, I suppose.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Just wanted to see.
Well, actually, yeah, you would just have to spend focus, but yeah, you could walk through it just spending 5 focus.
Oh, I already casted the thing. Like, it's the concentrations. I would imagine that he would be trying to keep it up as long as possible, like all the time, I guess.
Wait, you cast what? The barrier or the elemental
The
protection?
protection. The no, not the. I don't have it. Elemental. I only have telekinetic protection. This thing right here.
Mm.
It just
Okay,
protects me.
yeah,
from
I
damage.
thought that was something you activated as a reaction. I didn't realize that you could just concentrate. on
You
it.
could
That's
do
cool.
both. It's either a reaction or an action.
Yeah, but I would imagine that he's just rolling around trying to maintain it because it's probably like difficult. So he's just trying to adjust to it right now. He's continuously trying to focus on that.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. It's once it's up, it's protecting you. So yeah, that would that would protect you. I'd say yeah, it would be less than 10 damage immediately. So
And then I'll walk through it and go towards the devil advocate, and then look back and be like, I just like show sign that it works to Nathan.
also you did also open the other door that there are no more. There's no flames there now since you moved the truck.
Nathan, Nicholas, I think it means you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna go in this way.
That way.
Since we moved the truck, I figured we'd go in that way.
I
Did
think
I close the door? Oh, it did.
Okay, so as the two of you make your way in that side, you can both give me a resilience check to see if you can overcome the smoke, and a vigilance check, please, as you walk in there and into where you can see another one of those fire trucks that has just had the cab just destroyed.
Yeah, was I also supposed to make a roll, DM? I don't have anything that says I'm not breathing at this forum, but
No, you're good. The environmental protection
okay.
is enough to protect you from that. You can walk through a house fire, no problem.
Sounds good to me.
But you will notice, Magnus, with your sort of heightened senses now, you notice that there is someone through the smoke. You can see through the sort of destroyed fire truck. You notice that there is an unconscious body lying next to some flames that are licking up the walls, and you can see that to the left there. I'm not sure. You can clearly spot this firefighter that is unconscious and seemingly trapped there.
so the rescue. Well,
What were those resilience checks? Let's see. So good for Nathan. Have you got anything to protect you against the smoke?
I don't think so. I mean, I have telekinetic barrier, but I don't think that would.
Well, the telekinetic barrier, that means you've also got the telekinetic protection. I think you have to have
No, I
one
don't
to
think
have the
so.
other.
It's the protection is rank 2 for barrier. I think the prerequisite is the barrier. I
Yeah,
think his
yeah,
like
it
step
is.
above mine.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to have protection, you have to have barrier.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. That's why. Okay. Yeah,
Barrier, you
so
have to have
maybe,
grab. I think.
yeah, I mean, I think that's your elemental. The sphere is the one that's like full invisible woman, create a protective dome kind of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, you might be able to use it creatively. But right now you are coughing and spluttering. You are getting suffocated by this toxic black smoke. However, Nicholas, you're able to avoid it as you move up to that unconscious guy. So you are able to overcome it there, Nicholas. However, Nathan, for you, yeah, you feel like you're going to have to retreat away from the fires that you can see in this room. So either you'll need to head through one of the doors here on the right. You can see there is a fireman's pole on that side, and that would lead to
Okay.
the top floor, or back out through the door that you came from because you are suffocated.
Yeah, we'll run through the door here. Oh, it's a pole.
Yeah, that is the fireman's pole. So if you want to try and go up that,
Sure, I'll just
you
blink
can.
up. I'll open this door. Oh, hey, someone's in here. Do you need help?
Yes, please. What's going on? And you hear that? Do you need help as well, Hector? As you've just moved
Okay.
into the room, and the two of you are arriving at the same sort of point.
Hey, come with me. I can fly you down.
I can, I can blink
Yeah,
him
blink
out.
him. Yeah, blink him. I'll see if I can handle the fire.
So I can blink to a place I've already been to. So I will do that, and I'll be outside.
Can you bring
Wouldn't you
someone
have
with you as well?
It doesn't really say.
Wouldn't you have to climb
Character.
the pole then? Because you weren't at the top of the pole.
Yeah, I did. I blinked up to the second floor. I didn't like climb the pole.
No, you said you can blink only to where you were.
No, I can blink anywhere I have line of sight or to somewhere I have been to.
Okay.
It doesn't say whether or not I can bring someone with me or not. It does just character teleports. Here.
Yeah. So there is, however, sorry, I'm just looking. So the skill tree, the next one up from blink is teleport, which they can teleport really far, but after that is teleport together.
Oh, okay.
So if they're touching someone, you have to be rank 3 and have teleport 1, or
Got it.
teleport. I think, yeah. So at this point, your teleportation, as you try and blink away, you like you feel yourself kind of shimmer out of space, but you aren't able to take him with you, and you're starting to realize the limitations of your power here, as yeah, you're gonna have to try and power up a little bit before you're able to move other people.
Okay. Actually, Hector, it looks like I can't do that. Thought I could.
All right. Hector will go pick the terrified firefighter up and fly him down to the parking lot so he can escape.
Okay, you can make me an ego check to try and, if you want to try and calm him down, or a melee check if you just want to try and pick him up and
Yeah,
beat
melee
him
check.
up.
Yeah. No. He does not want to be yeeted. That is understandable.
This guy goes, "Stop grabbing me! I'll get up myself." It's like he's trying to push away, he's panicking, but you can see that if he were to jump through that window, he would definitely hurt himself.
Yeah. He would say, "Hey, buddy, you're gonna hurt yourself if you try to jump out that window. Let me help you out." Let's roll an ego. Wait, do I have anything for this before I? No. Much better.
Okay, yeah. So he he is calm enough to make him stop fighting back against you, and the two of you you fly him back through the window
Yep.
and out to sea.
Hooray!
And yeah, Nathan, leaving you up there and in the toxic smoke, are you going to do anything to try and get out of here, or are you exploring more of the building?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and. Is this a balcony out here? Is this out to open air, or is this inside?
There's a broken window there that has just been opened. This, if you look down below you, there is a that you're kind of on a balcony looking into the floor below. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, to the side you can go through the window here because it's been open. But otherwise, yeah, everything else is pretty closed up, and this is just a wall of windows
Oh,
running
okay.
along the top.
I'm going to. Oh, I think I'm gonna blink to the. To
Yeah, right.
the parking lot here. I can't go through the window or through the wall.
Yeah. I tried to move you and it duplicated you. There we go.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll catch my breath and then I'll go back in.
That's cool. As we go to the others who are on the inside, yeah, what are you guys doing here? As the devil's advocate, you walk past the flaming stairwell and Anta is close behind.
You said there is a guy on the stairwell, or was it the floor higher?
That's the guy that you've just seen. If you look out the window, you've just seen them rescue and bring down.
Okay.
That was, but you can make a vigilance check to try and see if you can spot any others. Though you can see it on the map. You can probably see it.
Yeah, you can see a guy to the right, but I'll roll. Might as well. 12.
Okay, yeah, that's enough to tell that that guy is unconscious as well.
I'll just tell Auntie, pick him up. I'm out of flames. Not sure I can. Head left.
Is there a window here? Like here?
It's that whole wall is windows, but they don't open very far. It's not. They only sort of crack open to a certain extent, not wide enough for a person to fit through. You may have to break one open.
Okay, I'll try to grab anything. I'll try to check if there's anything I can grab in order to smash the window. But if not, I'll just break it with my own, like elbow, I guess.
Yeah, you would. Oh, you'd also see that there's a down the other corridor. There's like a corridor that leads to what you assume are the living quarters. You can see there's kind of a back door over there, and you can see there's a parking lot on the other side. There's cars. Yeah, I don't know. He might have actually some firefighting gear on him that you may be able to throw. But when it comes to ammunition for your telekinetic stuff, you can make some stuff up. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be on the map. Just like it just has to logically be there. You can't be like, oh, I'll pull out a giant spike.
Yeah, but yes, correct. I'll try to find anything on him. If there's nothing, I'll just try to shatter the glass with my telekinetic abilities.
He's wearing a helmet.
It's actually true.
Yeah, what do you
Just
think?
use his body.
I mean, he's in his full firefighting gear. He may have
Maybe
he might even have oxygen tank on his back. He might have whatever you can imagine. If you say he's
Yeah.
got a firefighting axe like lying underneath him, then it's there.
I'll use the fire extinguisher. I would imagine he's running around with a fire extinguisher. I'll use it. I'll grab it and I'll smash the window and I'll go like through the edges in order to remove the cracks. And then I'll use my telekinetic grab. I'll spend some focus in order to grab him and basically manipulate him in order to put him outside where I can see Hector. I'll look down and go, he's alive, but I didn't see anything else. I'm gonna keep moving and try to see if there's anything else. I'll keep moving further down.
Hey, you now do have a fire extinguisher, which is maybe helpful as you continue looking around and you don't find anyone else on that side of the building, but the place is still on fire. As Tony, you walk into the area where these vehicles are, and Nicholas is helping one of these other unconscious guys. What does the Devil's Advocate see you doing there, Nicholas? When you walk?
What he is seeing is just Nicholas like taking this firefighter and just putting him up on his back and just start walking out of the building with the firefighter.
Yeah, you can make an agility check with edge because you've managed to get through the smoke. Maybe you've just wrapped a wet cloth around your face. Something is not as bad as some of the training you went through.
I actually love this 555.
Okay, yeah. So you get this guy onto your back, and you're able to haul him around. You can tell that there's a big fire one side, and now you can see the other bays are likewise blocked, but there's a school bus on that side that has been used to trap them. But yeah, there's the open exit behind you, and that smoke is now starting to clear through that open. Okay, so Nicholas manages to get one of those guys out. And what about the Devil's Advocate?
I'll kick down this door. Just keep looking for either survivors or a girl with a wrecking ball, or Daredevil, whichever I see first.
Yeah, you hear some coughing and spluttering as you and Ante both enter, like both sides of this room. You can hear it sounds like there's one more person here. It is the door handle on your side, Ante, is too hot to actually open, but you might be able to smash it open with that fire extinguisher.
I'll
That's
try
up
to
to you.
do that.
Okay, you can make a melee check as yeah, the Devil's Advocate hears this banging and coughing coming from that side of the room.
Yikes. Let's throwing it out.
It's just smashing it and just not able to get through that door. Physical strength is not working in his favor here.
I'll go back and I'll think to myself how fucking dumb I am, and then I'll use my telekinetic powers in order to bring the fire extinguisher to the air, and then try to smash it with my powers.
Huh?
Might go a little bit better. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. you smash down, open that door, just hovering as this seemingly magic fire extinguisher flies into the room. where the Devil's Advocate has just found this now extra terrified firefighter who takes a step back and he goes, "No, please, I'm not ready to die."
Then let's move. Unless you can breathe here or handle the heat.
He goes, "Okay." And you can see he's got a small like oxygen mask that's been keeping him alive at this point, but he seems to have run out
Yeah, motion
of space.
turn.
And he's
Get him out. I'll keep looking, and I head back to to the left.
I'll look at the terrified dude. I'm like, it's okay. He's one of the good guys. Just show me the quickest way to get out.
there's a back door through there. Come on. And the two of you head towards the back door here, but you will notice that it is likewise too hot to open, and he'll turn around and just point to the broken window that you've already.
Get out. Can you do it by yourself?
Your first mission.
I'll be okay. And he'll go and try and climb out the window. It seems a bit of a dangerous move. Might get some
Burn it
cuts
out.
and scratches, but he is alive.
Yeah, and as he goes away, I'll yeet the extinguisher back to my hand, and I'll do the same thing that I did before to the other door.
Okay, so yeah, at this point, we're not going to go through every door. You have managed to rescue all the trapped firefighters. The one last thing is that this building is on fire. There are flames racing up the sides of this building, and if you think you might be able to put this out, you can try and make a vigilance check to see if you have the situational awareness to kind of use the existing equipment to head off the fire and control it. Otherwise, you guys can tell me how maybe you want to use your powers to try and put this fire.
Oh my! What the hell is our checks?
Vigilance not by forte.
I
But sure.
I was kind of thinking, can Hector? Is there like a concentration beam that he could kind of do that would snuff out the fire? Like not enough to I don't want to like make the fire worse, but maybe I can apply my fire in such a way that it extinguishes the fire.
That feels like a bit of a reach, but
Okay.
maybe you might be able to like blast something that's gonna like
Ooh, that's
break
a
a
good
water
idea.
main.
Yeah, can he start shooting things so that way the fire has nowhere else to go?
Yeah, okay. So you start like controlling the sort of destruction, trying to stop
Yeah,
the spread. Okay,
I like
absolutely.
that. I
You
like
can
that.
make a check with your powers to see. The TN will be 12. Right?
All right.
Anyone else trying anything?
Nice.
There is a fire truck next to me, and they usually have a big hose and water.
I don't actually have water. You need to connect them to the hydrant.
Well, this I will say, as Hector is managing to stop anything from, well, to stop this whole building from crumbling. Hector, you reveal a couple of spots where they also do training here, and they are this room, which it's one of these rooms. Yeah, over this room over here has got it does have a connection. So I don't know if there's hydrants outside, but they do training here, and they've got um basically an
Water
in-station
access.
hydrant in this.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely radio in let let Devil's Advocate know. Hey, there's a water access here if you want to use the hose.
we'll put you on the other side as you are pretty much upstairs. I'm going to put you like you're able to see that through the roof while you're trying to keep that repair. Feels
Okay, where am I?
up there.
Oh, found it. Thank you.
So you're on the roof up above, and you can see the Devil's Advocate through the window down below, and you know that the room right below you should have some. You can't really fly in there yourself, but you can see
Right.
that there's a water access point.
Okay, yeah, I'll point that out to him. I'll point that out to Devil's Advocate.
So there is an access point here, like in my room, or oh, in there. And I'll grab one of the hoses, like I guess where the water will go through, and start making my way there. Yeah, that will work. Yeah. I connect.
Okay, so yeah, you now have a connection to the hose. There is a large fire right outside this room. Are you gonna put it out?
Yeah.
Just the visual of a freaking Ghost Rider flaming skull, but with a fire hose in his hand, putting out fires.
I've mastered my only weakness. I am unstoppable now.
It's true balance that the advocate has. Yeah, you start to spray and extinguish that.
Oh, good movie.
Okay, so yeah, you've got one connection there, and Hector's stopping the debris from crushing you from above. Are the others doing anything outside?
I'll be going around trying to put up smaller fires inside if I can with the fire extinguisher. If I see it's
Okay.
too big, I'm gonna try to, if you allow, I'm gonna try to use my telekinetic barrier in order to try to create like a large dome that slowly goes inwards and try to snuff, like contain the fire inside the dome until it's like a small little ball.
Hell yes, I'll even give you a karma for using your power like that. I mean, I feel like I've seen that invisible woman put out fires like that plenty of times. That is definitely you're able to suffocate the fire, and you manage to put out the stairwell with the help of your actual fire extinguisher. Okay, so as those two are slowly putting out the fires, what about Nathan and Nicholas?
Yeah, I was going to try and do the same thing with my telekinetic barrier with this fire right here on the outside.
Amazing, yeah. You are absolutely able to do that. Yeah, with that, actually, Nicholas, you'll also get a karma for saving that guy. So and Nathan karma for that. So everyone gets a karma point essentially. As you've all rescued some people, and uh, Devil's Advocate, I assume, is trying to put out the school bus.
Yeah, that's why I walked up there.
But yeah, you managed to put it out, and you realize that thankfully there is no one on board. It looks like the bus was empty, or whoever was on it managed to get off before getting set alight.
I'm going to put this one out too. Yeah.
Okay, and with that, I believe you have put out all the fire.
Any sign of the devil and the well, anyway.
No, but as you are putting it out, you will hear on from the unconscious firefighters, well, and the conscious ones, but you'll hear from a couple of places in here a distress call coming over the emergency system that another fire station, the third firehouse in Hell's Kitchen, is also being attacked. And
Uh-oh.
no, it is getting late, so we're not going to jump onto that one just yet. But you can tell that you have saved this one, but while you've been doing that, it seems that the demolisher has gotten to the last fire station.
Darn, we weren't quick enough.
Well, might still be able to get there.
Do we have any idea who the hell is making this?
I have an idea what I'm doing now. They don't need the
What
fire truck
reason?
right now, right? DM,
Sorry, yeah.
the keys are in the truck, right? I don't
Oh my god.
go look for them.
Yes,
Fuck
take the truck. Take the truck. Add one fire truck to your inventory.
Hell yes, a Ghost Rider fire truck is going to be so sick.
Now I just
Solve my
imagine like
vehicle.
a Ghost Rider, like this, like just driving around and what's called like, yeah, basically putting out fires.
No, I'm not putting out fires. Instead of water, it's hellfire from the hose.
That's a flamethrower.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. Oh god, damn it.
I know what I'm going to be making AI art of for the next week.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
The fan art, no. Yeah.
Yeah, so we will end tonight's session as you guys all rush off across Hell's Kitchen towards the third and final of these these fire stations in Hell's Kitchen, and we'll leave things off here as you see as you guys are approaching it, and on the southern side of the neighborhood, overlooking a section of highway, is a squat two-story brick building with concrete crenellations along the rooftop, bordered by an empty lot on one side and a six-story mixed-use retail and apartment structure on the other. The empty lot is bordered by chain link fence covered in tall crabgrass for 9 months of the year, and the other side of the lot is a five-story red brick tenement building. The station has two garage bays, and this you can see it has got one full-size fire engine, and the other is for a smaller EMS truck. And the demolisher, when you have arrived, has already thrown her ball into the front of the fire engine, crushing the cab, and she's put several holes into the brick front of the building. When you arrive, she has hoisted the EMS truck above her head and is about to hurl it down into the mass of traffic below, as a handful of firefighters are trying desperately to stop her. But if you don't intervene right now, those firefighters are about to be turned into roadkill.
Oh,
That's where we pick things up next.
We